Good morning, everybody. I was just reading about a report that the Apostle Paul made to the church of Corinth concerning a great time of persecution and suffering in his life. And this is what he records. He records in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 8. He says, "We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers and sisters, about the trouble we experienced in the province of Asia. We were under great pressure," listen to this, "far beyond our ability to endure." Paul said, this is beyond me. This was beyond our ability to get through this. This was beyond our ability to endure, so that we despaired of life itself. Indeed, we felt like we had received the sentence of death. We despaired of life itself. We felt like the sentence of death was upon us. This persecution was so hard. It was so intense. But I want you to see that Paul understood and he saw the purpose in his suffering. And this is what he reports to the church in Corinth. He said, "But this happened that we might not rely on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead." So I realized, Paul said, this suffering, this persecution, whatever I was going through, happened so that I would learn not to rely on myself, but to rely on God. Maybe that's happening to you today during this pandemic. Maybe there's other anxiety in your life. Maybe it's a bad doctor report. Maybe it's a loss of income, a loss of job. But let the Lord show you that, hey, you don't depend on those other things, and you don't even depend on yourself, but you must put your sole trust and dependence on God. And this is what I love. He said, God is even able to raise the dead. It may have been beyond my ability, but it's not beyond Jesus' ability. And if I even die in this process, God can raise the dead. So what am I concerned about? Why am I anxious? Why am I worried? And this is what I love, what he says in verse 10. He says, "Now this is what I think. This is what happened. He has delivered us from such a deadly peril." God has delivered us, and he will deliver us again. On him we have set our hope, because he will continue to deliver us. So what he's saying was, God delivered me from that peril in the past. God will deliver me from any peril I'm going through now, and God will continue to deliver me in the future. So I want that to be your confession today. No matter what you're going through, I want you to know that God has delivered you in the past. He's been faithful to you. If you're going through something right now, God will deliver you again. And you can have your hope and your confidence in Christ Jesus, that no matter what you go through in the future, he will be there to always deliver you. He has delivered you, he is delivering you, and he will deliver you. Say that with me today. He has delivered me, he is delivering me, and he will deliver me. Let that be your faith confession today as you move forward and walk in faith, not in fear. Love you guys. Be blessed.